energy, excitement.
Pathfinder!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 46 of the Adventures in Novus podcast. Fun fact, the year 46 BC was the longest year in history because Julius Caesar added 80 extra days to fix the Roman calendar. That makes it 445 days long. With our montage, too, we have added days to our calendar. How fitting. Now it's time to wrap it all up and head to Greslania. We stand, we fight, we die. As always, all of our socials are in the notes and appreciate every comment, good or bad. If you could take the time to give this podcast a 5-star review, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you, Alex and Jay, for your continued support on the Patreon. Now, let's get this baby started with a recap from me, your humble game master. In the last episode with this group, we began with the return of Balethor. Balethor's story hasn't quite added up since he's been with the group. We've had a previous warning from Benjamin the bartender from the Cloak and Stagger in Betchland about Ainashara no longer existing, and now Kalos, the Astamoy, from the Free People's Army base, warns that there is a darkness inside Balethor. Balethor believes his own story to be true, so it's hard for the group to really get a sense of what's going on. It was easier to try and read his Eidolon Maggie, but Maggie is loyal to her master and refused to snitch, although there were some tells there. It was decided that Balethor's true story can remain mysterious for now, as there are bigger fish to fry in the current moment. The undead hordes from Greslania grow stronger and bolder. Our heroes met with the leaders of the Free People's Army, Tonya, Yanders, and Kalos, to discuss the plan. They need to gather an army for a full frontal assault on Greslania, while our heroes sneak in to kill the Lich. To cut the head off the snake, hoping to disorganize the hordes enough to take the rest out. Travis gathered the Gwarians, Anders gathered the Cyclopians, Balethor gathered the Betchlanders, and Crick and Kalos stayed hard at work learning as much Sovian as possible to search for clues to help their quest. They went and checked out the library underneath the Sarenrae Temple in Betchland and found out more words they can use to help translate, and a key word keeps coming up. What are the echoes of the past trying to tell us? Let's find out, shall we?
I wonder if the Lich is like the pimp of the undead whores.
Yeah. It's going to have a big pimp coat and a big
the
feather.
I almost lost it when you said full frontal.
Pimping undead ain't easy. So I didn't do the greatest job DMing and explaining things last episode, so I'm going to break it down and finish this damn montage properly. So the montage of collecting the armies started on the 2nd of Desnus, 25th day of the adventure, and slowly but surely, armies from 3 parts of the world funnel through the mysterious portals from another time into the Free People's Army base. Although the portals are handy, moving so many people and settling them on the other side in an organized fashion took a lot of time. Balethor, Travis, and Anders spend 6 days managing their respective troops single file through the portals, stopping fights and assuring everyone that they will have their chance at glory, lands they have been promised, and alliances that will be honored.
I just pictured the lineup of like Cyclops and everybody like going through these portals and like all meeting in that one portal room and then having to wait to go into the wherever they're going.
Yeah. Next, please.
It's like the waiting room at Doc Fingers.
Yeah.
He's there too, just giving them quick exams as they go by.
Yeah. And the portal in the Free People's Armies are just some guy like ticking numbers, and it's like, all right, 1 Cyclops, 1 Barbarian, 1 this, 1 that.
Only half as much as I expected.
Yeah. Travis and Anders high five as they're moving their respective armies through the portals. The only major incidents they had to deal with were a couple fights that were broken up promptly, a drunken Cyclops fell off one of the bridges in the Free People's Army base, and 3 Barbarians died in an ice climbing competition.
Oh, damn it, sakes, I told you not to drink the whole cask.
The Gwarians were no trouble except for complaints against the cold, and the Betchlanders came prepared. The Betchlanders, although they don't have many warriors at all, they will come in handy as cooks, blacksmiths, standard bearers, and drummers. Lastly, King Raz and the Tiger King had quite the heated argument over who gets the vanguard. It was concluded that they would both get the vanguard because that was the only way to stop the argument and potential fight between the two. So for now, we're going to leave Anders, Balethor, and Travis taking a well-deserved rest in their cabin in the Free People's Army base in the afternoon of the 6th day of this montage. which brings us to Crick and Kalos. In those 6 days, Crick and Kalos were hard at work deciphering the Sovian language, looking for any clue that would help them win the battle. Crick rolled a linguistics check to understand all of the information that he had. After rolling a natural 1 on the die, he wisely used his free Chapter 1 reroll to change that to a 29 with his next roll and the aid of Kalos. This might have been the roll of the podcast, if I'm being honest. If he failed, I would have had him roll for a percentage of the language. In the end, my hat goes off to you, because all of your hard work has paid off. This has probably been the hardest language to learn in Pathfinder history, as you normally just have to level up to learn a language. But this is more fun. To learn this language, we've learned that one of Crick's ancestors was a Soviet. We've seen writing on Artie, words learned from a time capsule that was found where Sekeb and Malar took the Betchlanders prisoners against their will. Against all their wills, really. The magical murals of Pharasma inside that time capsule showing the cycle of Novus. Valuable books found in an ancient library. And now, we're in the cave with Crick and Kalos on the morning of the 6th day of the montage. For Crick, on that roll, it all starts coming together. Crick, all of a sudden, your Soviet ancestor appears before you. He smiles at you warmly and walks towards the cave walls where the writing is and disappears into it. When he does that, Crick, the writing appears to you as easily as common.
What's happening to these languages, these letters and runes?
It's like a beautiful mind where all the...
Yeah.
You just start seeing all the things.
That's exactly it. The writing on Artie's sword will become clear in your mind. And the writing on Artie's sword says, "In the last hour, Arterius the Bold held the line. He fell, yet his spirit endures. For when the world trembles, the brave shall rise again."
Could be maybe Artie is actually going to be helpful in this next part of Endeavor.
And I know I've done a lot of talking, but here's another information dump as Crick learns everything that is on the walls.
Information dump on my chest. Or my brain?
On this wall is a story, as well as priceless information. The theme of the story is it has all happened before and will happen again. The doom is coming, and it hasn't been the first time that this has happened. Crick, your ancestors warned you for good reason, and the whole reason for leaving Blarkstown is now justified. The doom is real, and it's already begun.
Of course, doom is real. Who thinks not? I see, of course, on writings here. This is good, though. Confirmation bias good for Crick.
You remember the quote in the book that was both in Dwarven and Sovian? When the final echo rings from the mountain's throat and the blood weeps backwards through the stone, the sleeper shall stir, chains shall fall, and the world shall end, not with fire, but with silence. Our loyal listeners will surmise that our last side story, that creature might have been released on some mysterious mountain.
This okay. As long as we don't unleash terrible demon, everything going to be fine. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen.
Excellent.
Friends, everything okay. We just don't release demon.
Oh, great.
From this wall, you learn that it is a dark purple dragon, but there doesn't seem to be any tips on the dragon at all. What you do learn about the dragon is it takes a year, once awoken, to gain its full power.
Perhaps, though, this bishop of Betchland might be trying to do these things, so we must stop this thing. At least we know we have just over 1 year in case it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, exactly. You'll just note that down for later because you learn so much more. The cycle of Novus, the murals in the time capsules all make sense now. You learn that the Sovians weren't the first to battle this evil, merely a number in who knows how many cycles that have come and gone to feed this insatiable darkness. The Sovians were the first, however, to have built a system for warning the future of what they've learned. They tell of their own history, their beautiful cities on the ground while the dwarves made wonders underneath. Everything was perfect until about 300 years before the mountain lights changed. That's when the war between the Sovians and the dwarves started. Some say it was the gods that started the war. Others say that war was inevitable. It wasn't until the undead started flooding Novus that the dwarves and the Sovians finally allied themselves. By then, a shell of what they were. The writer of this cave expresses sorrow in not acting or investigating the light source sooner, because when they finally did, they were met with a large undead host led by a Lich. The battle was won, but at a massive cost. They defeated the Lich and thought the war was won, but the Lich came back. And by then, the dragon was ready. The writer of the cave writes, "We were spread out, weakened and unprepared. We could not win. We spent what life we had left trying to make sure some of us survived and to give the next cycle a chance. There is only one god who benefits from cycles like this. This god must be avoided at all costs. This god's name is Pharasma." Then a personal message at the end. "As I carve these walls by my own hands, outside there is only darkness, only cries of creatures not of this world. I decided not to go underground to give this world one final warning, just in case they don't find the information vaults we left behind. The dwarves should survive, and if they do, go to them first. They will protect the world with the information we know. They are hardy. They will survive. They must survive. Your world will need heroes. Hopefully one of ours is still with you. This is a long shot, but hello, Arturius. Hopefully you were out there. Signed, Tiberius the Forgotten." And just quickly, some other benefits from the wall writing is you know everything there is to know about liches. The word that kept popping up was phylactery. The reason the Lich came back was because they didn't know to kill the object where the Lich stores its soul, making it immortal as long as that object exists. It didn't say what kind of phylactery the Lich would have, but it would be well guarded at his base of operations. It warns about the banshees and the silence they bring, and you guys will know everything there is to know about these creatures from the writings in this wall.
So Palpatine was a Lich.
Yeah.
Somehow, Palpatine has returned.
Or a clone.
I like the idea that
Phylactery was bad writing.
300 years ago, Tiberius is carving into the rocks, and his name was already Tiberius the Forgotten.
Well, it was thousands of years ago.
Okay, even better.
Yeah.
So thousands of years ago,
Yeah.
carving his name into the rocks.
Yeah.
And he's like, signed Tiberius the Forgotten.
He already knows.
He gave himself a nickname.
Well, he already knows the whole world's going to be forgotten in his eyes, right? There's a play on
Maybe his name was like growing up.
Yeah.
He was Tiberius the Forgotten.
That's what I thought.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe he's not referring to himself. He's referring to the Sovians as a whole.
And they are Tiberius? They're a hive mind?
No,
They are the forgotten.
Yeah. I was thinking
hive
more of
mind,
a
like the
yeah.
Zerg.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I was thinking more of a poetic sense, but you guys take this information as you will.
Maybe there was like
Is there like a Queen of Blades?
Yes.
And she was hot.
Yeah.
maybe there was
Like
like
weird dreadlocks though that didn't make sense.
Do you know Graham Hancock? You know, the Gobekli Tepe stuff. Maybe he was like interpreting all the stuff to it's a warning from the past.
Yeah, yeah.
Except okay, instead of Graham Hancock, it was a gnome and his name was Graham Gnomecock.
God damn it, Mike. All right, I'm changing all of this.
As interpreted by Graham Gnomecock.
Yeah. So Tiberius was the wizard that created Artie, and instead of staying with the dwarves after resurrecting him, he spent his life creating one more warning for the future.
Graham Gnomecock's totally my next character.
He's not even a gnome.
He's not even a gnome.
It's just
From a long line of gnome cocks.
So Crick is also very intelligent. He's a very intelligent creature, and he might put two and two together here that Greslania was made to protect that area. And you learned that the dwarves who survived wanted to protect the next cycle. So you wonder in the back of your mind, did dwarves create Greslania for Anders' ancestors to guard? So there you have it. Pharasma is evil. This won't be the last battle, just the first one. Crick, what do you do? There's Kalos there too, waiting to see if you figured it out.
He's still just staring at the words, doesn't understand it.
Travis would perhaps like to know of the efforts that his ancestors have had on this area. Maybe his families and Anders' families were closer than previously thought.
What have you learned, Crick?
You fill in Kalos on all that you've learned.
Yes, of course. Crick keeps Kalos involved all the way through.
It is a modest reassurance to know that we have acted rightly, yet disquieting to realize that this is only the beginning.
Perhaps not even beginning, it's just one part of cycle. You see, when it's full circle, no start, no end.
It ends with the dragon, I suppose.
Maybe, but not even that is ending.
Time is a flat circle.
A paradox. Perhaps it would be wise to withhold our findings on Pharasma from the Gwarians.
Yes, definitely. We don't even know exactly the repercussions of this.
With luck, tomorrow we will celebrate heroes rather than consign their tale to the next cycle. I will brief Tanya on our findings.
Tell me, Kalos, why do you think this, Tiberius give himself name of the Forgotten?
Perhaps he knew in the back of his mind that all the warnings he would send to the next cycle would not be read, and they were all in vain.
But we're reading them now.
We are. How fortunate for us. And how unfortunate to know of our doom.
Oh, it's always good to know of doom.
We will have to agree to disagree on that one. Tonight, in the command house, we gather with Tonya. Bring your companions and be present when the sun sinks towards the horizon. Perhaps it is time for you to rejoin your companions for now. I will put the perfect direction in your mind so you can see exactly where to go.
Adventures in Novus, sponsored by Viagra.
Find your perfect directions.
It's good.
So, Crick, if you're done with Kalos, you can rejoin your companions if you want, or you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yes, of course. We will be meeting later. Good day, Kalos.
Excellent.
So, in the afternoon of the 6th day of the montage, you are all reunited. What do you do?
Hello, friends. Crick and Kalos have found interesting discoveries with this language of Sovian.
Do tell.
More just that Crick can read these things now. And so, onto the messages in Kievs and message on Arati, Crick knows what to say.
Oh, did you level up?
Crick is always level up.
You hear that, Odie? Crick can read your tramp stamp now.
It's funny, it's not even difficult at this point now. It just looks like regular language.
That's so cool.
Well, what did you learn?
One thing is Greslania seems was made many times ago to protect this area. So it perhaps stands to reason that dwarves were first creators of Greslania, working together to save the next cycle. Because all of this is in cycles. This happened before, it will happen again.
My people have been around for cycles. That's a long time.
Yes, many thousands of years.
Oh, maybe I'll be able to find something when we get to Greslania then. Maybe there'll be some, there's like gonna be a secret door. I know it. It's gonna have something and I'll be like, that's cool, right? And I'll just lean against something or I'll pull down on all the handles and there's like gargoyles or something, and we'll see what opens. It'll be awesome.
I think this is exactly what will happen, yes.
I didn't expect you to agree with me. That never happens.
No, it will work.
If there are multiple cycles, what hope do we have?
We're the best.
What you mean, what hope?
If there were other cycles of endings and beginnings, what hope do we have to break the cycle? That is what the plan is.
Not sure we try to break cycles so much as stay on good side of it.
There's sides to the cycle?
There are always sides to everything.
Okay, but you just keep track of me of which side you need me to be on.
I think maybe we're going to try to defeat the Doom or stop Doom, or maybe just delay the Doom.
And our goal is to slaughter the Lich. Is that correct?
Yeah, how do we take that thing down?
It does seem likely this is something we must need fight. And on the wall, I read with Kilos, it mentioned word of phylactery many times. This where Lich try to stay, his power will be stuck with this item. So, to defeat the Lich, we must be destroying it. We don't know what it might be. Could be glass jar, could be sofa. I don't know.
What is this sofa?
It's too hard to explain.
Inanimate objects, I got this.
I got your phylactery right here. It's called a great sword,
You have it?
and it draws Artie.
What's it say? What's it say on my sword? Or on me?
Yeah. On my sword.
Artie, it speak of you being great warrior who lives to the final battle. And perhaps rise again.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you're here in this sword still. And Anders willed you to goodness.
To kill demons.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So you're not just a blowhard piece of steel.
Not just.
I don't think so.
I mean, you are now, so...
One thing it also talk about is we must be wary of great purple dragon. We must not release this. This lead to doom.
Does it say where the purple dragon rests?
It does not, but perhaps in Greslania makes sense, as this entire area trying to hold great magics. Oh, also on Artie, message for you, Artorius.
For me?
Yes, did you know this Tiberius the Forgotten?
Let me think. Roll a knowledge check for Artie.
It's great because he's the forgotten.
He used to be known as Tiberius the Well-Known.
All right, Artie, let's see what you remember of Tiberius. 15.
Oh, yeah, Tiberius. He's the one who made me. He said I'd be really important in the future to kill demons. Good guy. How's he doing?
Well, I imagine he's many thousands of years dead. But, or I guess that's still only 300, right?
Many thousand.
Well, the Soviets.
His is
yeah.
many thousands.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Artorius was created
The
many
300 was on Novus. 300 years ago, the Cyclopians went crazy and started wars.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened many thousands of years ago. The dwarves and the Soviets started fighting, maybe because of their gods.
Right.
So it's just part of the cycle.
Yeah.
Some say the gods are toying with us.
Tiberius leave you message of basically saying hello.
Ah, what a good guy. Too bad he's dead, though. He was so powerful. Unlike no one.
You better watch it, Blade.
Strange that he give himself name the Forgotten, though.
Yeah, before he was Tiberius the Famous.
Interesting.
We will make sure he's not forgotten by killing demons and just spilling their blood.
Those in the Lich as well.
It's gonna happen soon.
I'll be gobsmacked. Greslania was founded by dwarves. Well, I suppose that explains a number of things. I always wondered why we were so deep in the mountains, and I can't help but wonder, maybe I have some sort of dwarven ancestry. I do have giant feet after all. I can also grow a pretty mighty beard too. That must be where it came from.
I do get jealous of it sometimes.
It's very good for collecting vomit.
Think it not good for that very thing.
And if you guys want to add anything you've done in the last 6 days, now is the time. Because although you were herding sheep for the last 6 days, you did have time in the evenings and in your own time in between days to get stuff done if you wanted to.
Bealthor is easy. He went about purchasing scrolls. Added a few scrolls to his repertoire. And then, I don't know, gave the rest of the money to his friends because I couldn't figure out what else to buy.
Yeah, smart move.
Travis, during his time, would spend some time training with Kimbo, as it were, just to sort of become more hardy and sort of work on battle tactics and just being, in that Gwarian, because they don't fight with armor. So he's sort of building up his toughness. So he's going to find some hit points doing that.
He spars with you with his flambard sword and gives you some tips.
Absolutely. During some of those days, too, or nights, he's going to make his way back to Betchland using the portals as they've established. And he's going to make his way back to see Aaron down in the library below the Church of Sarenrae, because he wants to find some books either on some dwarves, because he can return the lineage of kings ones that he had before. And he might even look for books on, because he's worried about everybody losing their voice. He wants to focus in on some banshee stuff. I mean, we know now that Crick knows all this anyway. But Travis would spend some time just sort of trying to learn history or battle tactics to battle against these banshees, things that are more like ghosty or incorporeal, or things that aren't like easy to be hit.
Why am I getting so many visitors? This is uncalled for. What do you want?
It's just me again.
Oh,
Just returning my book, and I thought I'd check out a new one.
okay. What kind of book do you want to read?
You got anything with dwarven illustrations, maybe?
Yes, hold on. He kind of disappears with his big goggles and his tiefling tail down the dusty hallways of row upon row of books.
Or banshees?
Okay, Banshees, got it. And it's not long before he comes to you with a book on Banshees and a book with dwarven illustrations.
Yeah, that's the good stuff in there.
He writes you a little note saying that you returned the first book and you're borrowing the next two.
Yeah, I'll give him another gold for the second book, because I know that's what it's been established.
Oh, thank you. Can you leave now? I really just need quiet time. There's been too many visitors lately. I'm getting kind of stressed.
Yeah, Travis will back out slowly.
There you go. And don't tell anyone else about the library.
I won't. Nobody else has access down here. It's okay.
Okay, bye.
And then finally, Travis will be spending some time communing back with what he's found with his mom and with his ancestors now. And again, reaching even further back, because he knew the dwarves were around 300 years ago. And now to find out that they were there tens of thousands or however long it was ago, he's going to really reach out and start connecting with that and really try to find what he's finding in the spiritual world is this idea of like, I don't know, like a life stream or like this sort of just grander picture of everything connected, and it's just the cycle of things.
You'll notice that in the writing, even though they're quite old, they have myths and legends, like from a mythical time. And you're seeing some connections with what Crick is going to tell you in the cave. A myth about a purple dragon eating the world that when you first read it would be like, oh, this is some sort of Herculean insert myth here. But now you're starting to wonder if these myths are all true. But there's a lot of confirmation in these books with what Crick is saying.
Cool.
In the myths as well, there are a lot of underground cities that they speak of. Magical, huge cities with powerful relics. And you start to wonder if those are myths or if those still exist. Oh, and just to add one more thing, the myth that stands out is the purple dragon that eats the world. Which at first you'd be like, the world's still here. But now with what you know, it's starting to make sense. So you wonder if this book has been rewritten many times and was like a game of telephone and now it's kind of changed. You start to wonder these things.
I am wondering.
Anything else anyone wants to say, do, or whatever before we start the war meeting?
Crick also buy some scrolls and potions.
Okay, write those down.
Do we have any ability to remove these curses or anything that we're going to be facing? If we get silenced, like, we're fucked.
The Banshee's Scream is something that you will need to roll. You know this from the walls and everything and all the books you've collected. The Banshee's Scream is a curse I invented to add on to the Banshee, which you're allowed to do. Check it in the rules. And it is a scream that will give you the silence condition unless you pass a will save.
But you're
If you
calling it
keep-
a disease, you're not calling it a...
I'm calling it a curse. The curse of the Banshee. The wail of the Banshee.
So it is a curse.
Is it a one-time save or you can keep retrying?
It's a one-time save as long as you're not hanging out with the Banshee for multiple turns.
Okay, so but if you fail your save, you're silenced unless you get someone to remove it.
It's just like the spell. So it's
Yeah,
permanent.
which would make sense with the story. Like Yander showed up silenced, Raz was silenced.
It's been a reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
And the cleric in town was able to remove the curse.
And so can Doc Fingers.
Yeah.
Maybe Andrew should go kidnap Doc Fingers. Bring him.
That just
Yeah.
shocks the silence out of you.
Get his finger on a necklace, get like
Yeah.
a mold made. Just
Cut his hand off like a monkey's paw.
But you can get a scroll to remove curse.
Yeah.
Anders would travel through the portal to Betchland as well and spend time with Seeks at his shack, palling around town, getting blotto drunk. I mean, I may die soon, you know. It's, I feel Okrima would forgive me this,
Find some more kids to throw up on.
Okrima would forgive me this transgression on my sobriety, or attempted sobriety, as it were.
Tonya was literally like, you just want this to get wasted. And you're like, no, I need
No.
it for the mission. And then you have like a night on the town.
Yeah, exactly. And I seem to remember one of those nights we were cavorting around town and Seeks may have stumbled through a bit of a garden and smashed somebody's porch up. Relieved himself all over the plants on the side of the house. It was quite the sight.
Was the address 42?
The house looked awfully familiar to me. I couldn't remember why. But, yeah. Whoever those guys are, well,
That would be Phyllis and
Yeah.
what the hell is his name? Harold?
Harold.
Harold.
Fucking Anders! Opens the window to yell at you and just fire hose just unleashed.
Yeah, it's a giant, so it's probably like
Yes.
pressure wash the front of the face.
But he was like a stairs window, so it was like a water slide. He then fell down the stairs again.
Can I finagle him training hit points by doing this by, hardying himself up by drinking with a literal Cyclops and arm wrestling him every day, trying to beat him?
And play fighting. And
Yeah,
that
that'll be
kind of
the
stuff.
flavor for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Rule of fun.
So how many hit points do I get? One?
Yeah.
By doing this with Seeks, I feel hardier, somehow more robust. I feel ready for battle.
Beothor has something short as well. On top of purchasing the scrolls, he and Maggie will have some alone time in the hopes of
Go on.
Go on.
improving his hit points as well. Beothor feels he needed more hands-on training. So
Go on.
so you can see through the crack of their room or the tent or wherever they were staying at the time during the travels, the 3 days.
You were sharing a house with everyone, really, at the end of the nights in the Free People's Army base.
Oh, perfect. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a room.
Yeah, you have a room.
Yeah. On one of the nights, the door is just slightly cracked open, and you look inside, and you can see Beothor's there on his knees.
I look inside.
And what does Travis see?
Travis sees a shirtless Beothor kneeling, and the large, imposing form of Maggie behind him. And he turns to Maggie and says, "One more time, Maggie." She leans back with her claws and slashes him across the back.
Oh my god.
Sort of grimaces. More. Whoosh, slashes him again. Good. Good. We can continue again later. And he puts his clothes back on and winces. And we must learn to suffer before we can succeed.
Not where I thought that was going, but happy it did go that way.
Now I see why him and Crick get along so well.
And like Travis might close the door. What would he do?
Travis is just in shock and will just slowly close the door. I gotta just stand there. He doesn't even leave right away. He goes, okay. And just kind of just wanders off into the village for a while.
Backs away
Yeah.
slowly.
Can't unsee that.
It's gonna take a few therapy sessions.
I hope that's sufficient to give him an extra hit point.
That's amazing. Yeah, for sure. 1000%. Anyone else have anything else before this meeting?
Again, small things, but Crick pick up some wooden sticks and some other odds and ends.
Okay.
Travis will pick up meat steaks.
Does Crick do anything else?
Yes. Why you ask like this? Feel like there's something I'm supposed to remember. Oh, yes, I did remember this part. Crick also go through ritual with his mist.
Ah.
Funny, I did make a note of that.
And I did as well. I was too generous.
You just want him to lose all his power.
Well, Crick's smarter than Alexei.
Way
So
smarter.
I wanted to give him a chance. The sun begins to set, and you know it is time to go to the command house. When you get there, you see some of the leaders of the armies are already there waiting. Elder Griff had arrived today on Dragonback, and Taurus immediately took off to go hunt the plump mountain goats he was promised. Inside, you see Richard Marks, Yanders, Kalos, King Raz, and Gremson. They're all gathered around a map strewn with markers and figurines, studying the battle plans laid out upon the board. It shows the Cyclopses and Barbarians in the vanguard, the Free People's armies protecting the left and right flank, and the Gwarians, the meat of the army, in the middle.
3 people should only be guarding the left.
Lastly, as you all get settled, the Tiger King arrives. He can't fit inside the command house, so you just see a giant eye looking through the door.
Hello, fair king.
Big day tomorrow. We get land back.
Yes, indeed. Good to have you, big old king man.
Yes, you are very lucky, small one.
Yeah, and Crick nods along.
Antonia will start. Well, now that we're all here, most of our troops are already stationed outside the portal to Greslania. Quiet for now. Guards have been stationed inside the tunnel to ensure it remains clear. With our new information provided by Kalos and Crick, it's confirmed that everything rests on us surviving long enough for our group led by Crick to sneak through the tunnels into Greslania and hopefully find the Lich's phylactery. We need to put on a good show to draw him out and hopefully kill him. King Raz gives Crick a little wink after hearing that. Tanya points to the table. Well, this is what we got. Richard Marks speaks up. Well, that is a mighty force, but how many undead are we facing in this battle? We don't know. Well, that's not very comforting, I must say.
You point creature die. Tomorrow.
King Raz says. Never tell me the odds.
He didn't.
That makes it even better.
I'd like to say this is very enjoyable watching you go through multiple voices. Yeah. It really hits me in the DM feels.
Nice.
Yeah.
King Resley, he not tell you any odds.
Good. That's the way I want it.
Ah, yes, of course.
I don't want to know. I just want to kill tomorrow. My barbarians are waiting.
Good, good.
Obviously, Kalos has filled in Tonya on everything that's happening. So the plan kind of changed for all those following. That the special ops force led by Crick is no longer primarily going into Greslania to kill the Lich, but to kill its way of resurrecting by destroying the phylactery. And we're hoping to draw the Lich out. It was also on the writing of the wall. There was a lot of writing that the Lich did eventually come out when the Sovian and Dwarven army looked like they were winning the battle.
You just show me where that Lich is, and I'll cut him down to size. Phylactery or not, I have a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Perhaps we make sure phylactery is not.
Yes. We can allow the others to kill the Lich. We must make sure he does not rise again.
Absolutely.
Taurus will make short work of that Lich, Elder Griff chimes in. Gremson sternly nods with his infamous dark blade Nightwind resting across his shoulders.
I'll kill that Lich as many times as it takes. If it rises again, I'll remain behind in Greslania. It is my homeland after all.
Ah, yes.
And killing him more than once might be fun.
Yes, good ideas, Anders. You keep killing Lich.
So after all that said, Tonya will approach the table again and say, the longer we wait, the more powerful they become. We fight an enemy that doesn't sleep or eat, and we don't know the full size of their army. If you have letters to write to loved ones, I would send them tonight. Warn them of the danger if we are to fail. Maybe your words will ring louder than mine own have, and it won't be too late. And the other leaders will nod and go back to their camps and call it a night, leaving everyone alone with Tonya, Yanders, and Kalos. And just a note that I want to get out of the way, Tonya will ask politely for 2 of the Tic Tac keys that were handed to you guys. She gave 3, one to Crick, Anders, and Balethor. And she would like 2 back, so you guys will still have 1, to be held safely here, just in case.
Perhaps Anders could keep the one for us, but the rest of you think this is a good idea.
Travis will put his rod in the middle.
Can't help himself.
Balethor will give the veiny one to Tanya.
Give us a good show tomorrow, boys.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you do not destroy the phylactery, then all this is for naught. and the Lich's army will overwhelm us.
We must defeat Phylactery tomorrow?
That is correct.
Oh, didn't know this was timed mission.
Everything seems to be timed in this world.
Oh, this is not good for us.
Really poor planning on the DM's part.
So, with plan of armies, it means that our group here, we go straight into it without the rest of you, yes?
Correct. You will go in the tunnel, bypassing the canyon where the armies will fight, and sneak into Greslania. Hopefully we will draw the Lich out, and you will have very few enemies to deal with while within.
Excellent.
Aye, I'll show you the way.
Do we know of anything in these tunnels?
We have put guards in the tunnels. They should be empty. Last reports are that the guards are still well.
They're totally safe.
The last report is that they're still clear.
At end of these tunnels, has anyone gone inside for surveil?
Oh yes, the tunnels are ready. They've been surveyed. They will lead right to the outside of Greslania.
At end of into Greslania, I mean.
We know nothing of what goes on inside Greslania.
Ah, yes.
Sorry, are we talking about the secret entrance that Anders used, or this is a different tunnel?
We're talking about a tunnel dug into the rocks outside of the battlefield.
Yeah.
Because Greslania is in a canyon where the armies will fight. It's about 3 kilometers, this canyon.
Sure.
You guys will be going 3,000 feet down a tunnel. Is that 3 kilometers? No, it's meters, right?
Meters, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just funny because we were talking about
Yeah.
Just before.
I don't know, 30?
Yeah, 33 and a half.
How many wagons?
Yeah.
6.
The canyon is 100 wagons wide.
Oh, that could be anything.
Yeah. And it's a curving canyon. So the portal will bring you to one side of the canyon. The other side of the canyon, Greslania. On the left-hand side, tunnel. Going around, which they'd use. Because the portal is in a relatively safe spot. The canyon would curve out of sight of Greslania. So they had built this tunnel to spy on Greslania. And it has not been discovered.
Okay, and then there's going to be the other tunnel, the secret entrance. I mean,
Cave.
to the
The
guardhouse.
secret entrance in the Paladin guardhouse is a separate thing,
Okay.
and will be close to that tunnel. Greslania will be different after 300 years, but the base building, let's say, you will still remember very well. You lived there for 20 years. Then we all know what must be done. Anders, do your best to live, why don't you? We can meet for a spot of tea after it's all done at my place.
Don't worry, sis. None of these foul beasts are gonna lay hands on your brother. And, if we do pull this off, maybe something a little stiffer than tea, huh?
Yanders laughs. Akroma be with you, uncle. I cannot wait to discuss our victory over ale when this is done.
You got it, lad. Stay safe. Protect me, sis.
Tonya will also give you guys a gift basket, let's call it, from the cleric Thalen, who healed Yanders earlier on. Inside the gift basket are Cure Moderate Wounds potions ×6, Scroll of Remove Curse ×2, Potion of Bull Strength ×2, Potion of Hide from Undead ×4, and 4 vials of holy water.
Quite the care package.
So lastly, Tonya will say, the world teeters on the edge, yet only a handful hear the warning. Time and again we turn away, blind to the storm we let gather. Rest well for tomorrow. I will see you on the battlefield.
Well said. Tomorrow will be big day for everyone. Perhaps we could even stop the doom.
With any luck. Good night, in everyone's mind.
Sleep well. You will need every ounce of strength you have tomorrow.
Who was it? Oh, right. I just spent week with you.
Night.
Final warning before leaving. There will be nothing to buy. You are going into a land of death. Camping will be hard if not impossible. You've heard warnings of some of the creatures. Now is the time to prepare. So you guys are all back into the cabin assigned to you with your private rooms. It is a nice big cabin. For your Free People's Army base location. And this is your final rest before the biggest battle of your lives.
Anders would like to attempt to commune with Okrima. He shall go into his room and take hold of his amulet of Okrima tightly in his hand. He will attempt to pray to Okrima.
As you begin to pray, you find that Okrima's pendant is warm to the touch, letting you know he is there and with you. Unlike last time.
And Anders shall say, we're going to see this through to the end. The time is now. We save Greslania. We defeat this Lich and the evil behind it. I need you with me.
The pendant glows even warmer, and you get another hit point back from one of your rolls previously.
Oh, yeah.
I know we've had our problems, and the past is the past, but I'd like to attempt to forge a new future. And I'm ready to be your champion.
You feel a glow about you. You feel Akroma is with you, and more importantly, with you in this fight.
Just 1 sec, Okrima. I've got to go use the wet corner. And there's a mighty piss that follows, a holy piss. The force of Okrima flows through his urethra.
Anders' room is just disgusting.
It's just so yellow. He's so dehydrated.
It's more golden than usual.
The swollen prostate is no match for the force of Okrima's urine.
Oh, fuck.
You might want to get that checked with a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Have the right one in mind.
Yeah.
That's right. Doc fingers. Shit.
Yes, Anders shall return to Okrima and solemnly and silently complete his prayer. He's ready to commit himself to battle. However that may turn out, he's in it for his all.
Awesome. Anyone else?
So Tanya said to write any letters or whatever
Correct.
that we want. So in that evening, Balethor will take that to heart. And by candlelight, he is sort of sitting there writing this with an envelope and everything nearby, with Maggie sort of just leaning over him like a shadow, sort of hovering over top of Balethor as he's writing. And I'll leave it up to you whether somebody sees this or whether
You have your own
his
private room.
Is your
He's
door
in his
open a crack again?
Yeah.
Just casually.
Well, it depends. So, like, this can be, again, up to you or the party. Depends how nosy Travis might be after what he saw last time. But Balethor's quite invested in what he's doing. So, if somebody happens to be peeping, that's fine. If not, that's also okay. But what one would see is Balethor is sitting there and he's writing on this letter. But Maggie's hand is over top of his, as if they're writing like together, mirroring his movements. And upon closer inspection of the letter itself, it's gibberish. It's just random letters. It's a whole page of writing. It's all random letters except right in the middle where it says, "I cannot fail twice." And then at the end is his signature.
Ooh.
But everything else is just random letters.
Very Ghost, with the ghost behind and the making the clay pot.
Yep. I had the same thought.
Yeah. The other hand's just as he's writing it.
Applying the water.
Yeah. Dipping the ink, so to speak. And then once he's finished, he seals it up.
Where does he address this letter to?
If I say it now, I'm just going to laugh.
We're already laughing.
To Binashara?
The silo.
No, that was in Sienna's.
Oh,
That's the reverse silo.
The reverse. Just a pit.
Yeah. On the front of the envelope, it is addressed to Inashara.
Nice. Love it. Anyone else?
Travis will spend this time putting down in his journal what he remembers from what Crick was telling them and what they've learned about the writing on the wall. He wants to carry that message forward because sort of wants to put it down in his own language, in Dwarven, whatever he needs to, because he realizes that there's a connection there and where they're going is going to be Dwarven. So he's just sort of trying to commune with that spirit world that exists with all the dwarves that he's sort of trying to tap more and more into as they're getting closer to this area.
Becoming a proper dwarven historian. I love it.
Yeah, with his new book, he's feeling a lot of this.
The next cycle will read about your works.
Ooh, Travis's Tales. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I'm not going to give you much more information than you have on the dwarven histories, but you too do feel that your ancestors are with you, and you do feel a warm connection to them. And you too will get a +1 HP to one of your previous health rolls. Reward for excellent role-playing throughout, good sir.
Thank you, ancestors. Sound like Crick over here.
Not saying Balethor did bad role-playing, I'm just saying that there was nothing really to benefit him. It was just excellent role-playing. We'll give him a little bonus at some point. A little.
He just gets an extra inch on his penis.
That's better than HP,
Yeah,
bro.
that's totally.
Can I trade mine in for that?
Extendus penisis.
Penis mightier. Failing to do so has been my life's greatest regret.
Mighty my penis, man.
Finally, 4 inches.
Finally, Crick. I wrote down, it's been a while for that mask of yours.
So, Crick wishes to go out of the town, looking for a small creek.
Outside of town. Well, the creeks would be frozen.
This okay.
Okay. It's one of those old waterfalls that tumble down the mountain, but it's completely frozen.
Frozen solid all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay. Crick is water skinned for this. It's okay.
Yeah.
He set up mask beside tree on creek side and wishes to do a bit of ritual.
Yep.
He set up mask leaning against a tree beside the creek.
Yep.
Soil in hand, he cut his hand, mixing blood with the soil, smearing it on the mask. At creekside, Crick attempt to speak with ancestors, but specifically, he look for Blark.
Is this a spell you're doing or a meditative
No,
ritual?
he just doing ritual, and whether ancestor answer or not, Crick wish to attempt. He sit in meditation for hour if need be. Also contemplating all of the pain inside of everything and remembering all of the damages happened all through his life and every scar.
Crick, after an hour of meditating, contemplating the pain and scars of your life, which is how you find your Zen, beings in your mind start to rotate. So many beings, uncountable amounts, as if they're cycling through. Being like, me? Nope. Okay. Me? No. Okay. Until finally Blark appears before you.
Swipe right.
And the ghost of Blark in your consciousness has appeared before you.
Hello, brother. How are you?
He smiles warmly at you.
It's good to see families in these dark times. You know where we're going, yes? We go towards doom.
He nods again.
Perhaps you have something to impart of wisdoms of ancestors for Crick here to help with the journey into the doom.
He shakes his head that he doesn't have any help for you, but he points at you and he flexes, indicating that you are the power.
Crick very strong, yes, but Blark always have much bigger muscle.
He points at himself and shows his ghastly figure, just shakes his head, and he points at you again.
What do you mean about Crick?
He smiles and he points at you again, puts his fist over his heart, and slowly fades away.
Crick spends 1 more hour in meditation of pain, thinking about this moment, and wishes to do sense motive to understand better.
Yeah, roll a sense motive.
8.
Well, with an 8, he's not trying to hide anything from you. But you and Blark have a history. He was the full-blooded orc. You were the halfie. And you were also the outcast.
Blark never quite accept young Crick.
Exactly. But now he's showing you respect. This is also the nicest that Blark has ever treated you. So you get the sense that in the spiritual world, he's come to a new understanding. And by pointing at you, he acknowledges his mistakes and that you were right about the doom you were spouting, and he would call you an idiot. He would say those are happy thoughts and all the racist things that were happening in Blarkstown before it became
I remember
Orangetown.
fondly of this
Yeah.
good childhood.
And he's giving you the bro, you were right all along. It's you. I'm dead. Go for it.
After this hour, Crick then realizing these things, I think, yes, Blark, you stupid man. This why you die.
That's great.
Well, hopefully you could be better help in undeath and ancestor form than you ever were in life. Okay, friend. We speak soon.
Okay, friend.
That's so good. That's so good.
Nicest thing you've ever said.
And he was sitting crisscross, and he kind of stands up, gives a little stretch, gathers up his belongings. Okay, now back to the town.
It is now the next morning. Today is Oath Day, and I find that fitting. That is Thursday for Earth for you non-super nerds. It is the morning of the 9th of Desnus, 32nd day of the adventure, and you gentlemen are going through the portal to Greslania. 33 days ago, Travis, what were you doing before you went on this adventure?
33 days ago, Travis would have found himself still quite embedded within the Forsaken back in Trader's Haven. He had been working towards finding out anything he could about the Taker, and he was just so set on finding strong allies, finding sort of the gold to fund whatever he's going to do, and find information in the city. So he was working through that, and then he saw this flyer for a possibility of an adventure. And he got this spark, this little bit of like, maybe I could have an adventure. And then sort of found his way into thinking of maybe I can use this to support my hatred for the Taker. So he started checking out who was going down to the docks every day, and then he came in this one morning and found Anders and Crick boarding a boat and decided to go in as an adventurer.
How priorities have changed in those 33 days. Crick, what about you?
Week before this time, Crick meet Anders outside his hovel, face down in mud with puke everywhere. It was a disgusting sight. But Crick sees something in him, and so he help him, bring him up to not puking stage, and try to make him drink water. It not go so well, but it does convince Anders to come with for a grand adventure of stopping Doom, because Crick been on Doom quest for many months, most of year. Anyway, outside Anders' hovel, disgusting hovel. Ugh, even orcs live better than him. We go down to Trader's Haven, where we discover the rest.
Oh, I remember a little bit of that day still.
Do you really?
I seem to remember some sort of wrestling around in the muck, some sort of faceless old man that, some nobody I would never remember.
Crick must say, I'm not sure exactly, but given your character, this probably Harold.
Phyllis, you said he was better.
Harold? No, that doesn't sound right.
You cause much damage to this man and his household. Do we need to talk about the beers again?
I don't recall doing anything to this chap. What do you mean, Crick?
Anders.
We told you to buy the honey from the market.
So 33 days ago, Anders still didn't quite know what was going on, and Crick was worried about a doom, and he did not even know what it was, and how far they have gone since that moment.
'Twas just stories, ancestors, feelings they impart on Crick.
Balethor.
33 days ago, Balethor was in a small village. A nice, calm, quiet village. Waking up in the morning as he always did. Put on his the hell do farmers wear? What would you call that?
Coveralls.
Oh yeah, overalls.
Yeah.
Overalls, straw hat.
Yeah. Putting on his overalls and straw hat.
And the long piece of wheat that comes That's part of the
No, he has those stored outside of his house so he can take it for the road. And lean over as he always did to kiss his wife, Maggie, a human female with brown hair, on the cheek and ruffle the hair of his 2 young children and say to them, I'll be back. Wait for me. Open the door, grab his little piece of straw from the outside and put it in his mouth, and grab his shepherd's pole and make his way out to the field, and spent a beautiful day in Ainashara tending to the sheep, enjoying the flowers, the weather. But on this day, he smelled something. It smelled like burning.
Nothing can go wrong that day.
Someone was probably having a barbecue.
Probably.
That is awesome. You exit the portal into the lands of Greslania. Wind from the Dragonspine Mountain greets you, but it's definitely not as cold as the peaks. Before you, a canyon opens wide, carved between jagged peaks that spear the sky. Arrayed within is the army you have gathered. At the back, 100 towering Cyclops warriors stand shoulder to shoulder in crude armor bristling with spikes and bone charm. At their center looms their chieftain, the Tiger King, his frame wrapped in skeletal remains. 6 massive Smilodons at his side, fangs gleaming. You see Malar has joined their ranks, but no Seekeb. He is too small and weak, and someone needs to take care of Grip Grub.
They done my buddy Seek's dirty.
He's probably hungover too.
He don't look so good today, Anders. What you do to him?
He did look a little green, didn't he?
In the front of the Cyclopses, 1,000 barbarians thunder their war cries at your arrival. At their head, King Raz, bare-chested and glaring at the cold as if daring it to bite him. In the center, in disciplined ranks, the Gwarians, 800 warriors inked with clan tattoos, tiger, dragon, and mongoose. No snakes. Their massive flambard swords glint with wicked curves. Among them stands Gremson with his infamous sword, Nightwind. And Elder Griff, seated upon the emerald scales of Taurus, a green dragon, whose eyes gleam with cunning malice. Akimbo meets your gaze and puts his fist to his heart. Split up on the 2 outside flanks, 400 of the Free People's Army, a ragtag host of every race, their gear mismatched, yet their eyes hard with resolve. Leading the left is Tonya, her twin daggers at the ready. Leading the right is Kalos, the faceless Astamoy. In front of you and mixed throughout, the brave people of Betchland, 200 strong. Few soldiers, but they help as standard bearers, cooks, smiths, and drummers, as I've said before. The handful that carry steel are led by the swaggering Captain Gerald and Randolph the Orange, with eyes that are burning with arcane fire. Together, this living tide fills the canyon floor. A mismatched legion bound not by birth or banner, but by cause. The sight of them is overwhelming, chaotic, magnificent, and terrifying all at once. Anyone have anything to say as you step through the portal and you see thousands of warriors salute you?
Just seeing these peoples all arrayed as such brings warmth to Crick's heart.
Can I speak in a way that everybody would hear?
It is a magical world. Randolph the Orange will boost your voice so all can hear.
Wait, Travis would like to kind of look around at his allies first, just to double check their resolve, give everybody a little bit of a nod from Travis.
Nod.
You can't. Nobody can see what we're doing. Nod.
Small gnome in the back. What's everyone nodding at? Anyone sick?
Doc figures it in their hole in the rack.
Seekeb don't look so good.
That'll take my whole fist.
Maybe 2.
Warriors of stone and blood and bone,
Today the sky will be thick with steel, and the ground will answer with thunder. Out there on that field, you, my brothers and sisters, will hold the line. They may not bleed, but they shall fall. You will be the hammer. We are the arrow in the dark. We move like a memory the foe cannot name. We slip beneath the breaths of the battlefield. We strike where the heart thinks itself safe. While the world watches their shields, we will unravel their strengths. When the battle cries rise and the drums roll, our roar will be the whisper that breaks them. Move like the shadow of a hawk. Fast, precise, relentless. Trust your allies, trust the plan. If one falls, the rest will carry the tale. If fear creeps in, let duty drown it. So notch your arrows, sharpen your wits, and set your feet. We go not for glory alone, but for those who cannot stand today. Because of them, we will not fail.
You just hear, and a bunch of weapons slamming the ground.
Enders should also like to address the assembled army, and with the same voice amplification, sorcery.
Just grabs the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randolph is burning all of his spells to make sure everyone's hurt.
I was going to cast Finger of Death, but you know what?
We've got to hear this.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly kiss Anders and he gets the spell. So you don't have to cast it multiple times.
Just lock lips with him. Randolph's like, that's not how it works.
Under his speech, nod and just grab him and just kiss him.
Yeah.
That was a long kiss.
The cherry lip bomb.
Yeah, you like it.
It's not bad.
300 years ago, I watched Greslania burn. The evil that once was, now re-emerges from the abyss. I feel the grip of darkness. Death's hand is around all of our throats. I watch the skies blacken with ash, the streets drown in blood, and the light of Okrima flicker in me heart. I watched my father die before my very own eyes. I was not strong enough to stop it then. I was not whole. But time is a cruel teacher. It tore me from everything I knew, cast me into a world that forgot my name. For years, I drowned in silence, in drink, in doubt. I cursed the gods. I cursed myself. My soul, an empty vessel, one that only blood could fill. Living to kill, but unwilling to die. I have lived these past 20 years, more cruel than weak. Through hatred, I survived. Through pain, I endured. Through blood, I was reborn. And yet, here I stand now, a new man. And I'm not alone. I see my sister, Tonya, lost to me once, now found. I see me nephew, Yenders. Proof that hope for the Madronis name survives, even centuries yet. I see me brothers in arms, the heroes of Feyhaven. Crick, Travis, Balethor. I see you all. Warriors, mages, healers, farmers, smiths, Cyclops. Each of you ready to fight, not just for your respective lands, but for legacy and fate itself. Evil has festered long in these lands, in the absence of humanity. Evil that will not sleep. This evil aims to advance on all the peoples of Novus, and will not stop until the entire world is embraced in unholy desecration. No life is safe from this slaughter. The monsters we face, they are ancient. They are malevolence incarnate. They are Lich captain, in league with the demons of hell. Born of the fire, bringers of foul plague and disease. They believe this world belongs to them, but they are wrong. Greslania was never theirs. Novus will not be theirs. There shall come a time when every man must show their worth. A time to stand and fight, to preserve and renew what we can of this rotting earth. This darkness ahead, it gives me reason. From this very evil, I draw great strength. to welcome death over failure, to curse the name of defeat. Triumph, it only comes to those who possess the will to confront and annihilate the enemy with vicious determination, a will stronger than even death. Today, I do not fight for vengeance. I fight for redemption, for every soul lost, for every prayer unanswered, for every child who deserves to grow up free of fear. I do not promise survival. I do not promise ease, but I promise this. If we fall as one. And if we rise as legends. Okrima walks with me again, and I truly believe, he walks with you all too. I will fight until my blade is dull and broken. I will fight until my gauntlets are bloodied and lost. I shall remain clawing and scratching if I must, until I draw my very last breath. If I must go down, I will go down fucking hard. I will stand, I will fight, and I will fucking die if I must. So raise your blades, steady your hearts. Let the dead hear our fury. Let the demons taste our steel. Let the Lich remember the name Greslania and tremble. Let the world remember this day and rise for Novus.
Chills.
Not following that.
That's fine.
I can put it in before. Yeah. Go get him.
Crick, step up to microphone.
Oh, very good, Anders. Hey, and everybody, Anders for speaking. Okay. Clip. Hello.
Like it's a conference at the Marriott.
Yeah. Let's bring up the next bucket poll.
We need more shrimp in the sachet room.
Stepping up to microphone.
Hello, many peoples of Crick's employ. Crick not one for big speech. Anders good for this. Travis pretty good on this too, you know. You guys both like, yes? Well, anyway, main thing to do is just go out and do your job.
And he looks around.
I just imagine that the microphone is screeching. There's feedback.
And he takes time to look over many individuals in the crowd, including all the the key people.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you know this. No problem, eh? Okay.
He just turns around and walks away.
It's like a hoo-wah?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, you want to say something, Audie? All right, have your peace. And I shall draw Audie and hold him on high.
Let's get cheeky! Yeah! Demon Slayer, let's fucking go!
I'm at Crick.
Yeah, that's
That was
perfect.
great.
Corporate crick.
Yeah, do your job.
Is this thing on?
Everybody's like,
After the last speeches fade, a low rumble rolls across the canyon. 6 riders of the Free People's Army thunder into view, horses pounding the earth at full gallop.
They are coming! Prepare yourselves! They are coming!
Behind them, an endless tide of skeletons surge, a relentless wave of undeath. Some are even burning as they charge, wreathed in flame, yet undeterred. Roll for initiative.
Roll.
Keep on rolling.
Oh, natural 20.
Balethor, what is your initiative?
I don't know.
Not the answer I'm looking for. Anders, what is your initiative?
19. And just feels quite motivated after Crick's middle management speech.
Travis, what is your initiative?
16.
Crick.
Crick always know how to get best out of Anders. 20.
20. That's higher than the 2 I had in there last time. And Balethor.
22.
22.
I did not bring an endless tithe of skeletons, by the way.
How could you not?
Oh, he just said bring a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
At least 100.
At least 100.
I know you do.
And I didn't bring all 100.
No, 20's fine.
Yeah.
So for all intents and purposes, the army of the undead will get a surprise round. As you are also unprepared, everyone's looking at you doing these marvelous speeches. It's going to take time to turn around and face the undead horde. And you hear Tonya.
It seems they're more ready than we thought. Go! The tunnels, now!
And points exactly where the tunnel is in the mountain, 200 feet away.
Perfect directions.
Perfect directions. Your army pivots, bracing for the onslaught. King Raz and the Tiger King charge straight into the fray, not giving an ounce of thought to their own lives. But the army is vast, and many skeleton warriors break through the vanguard, spilling chaos into your lines. Have you ever seen 1,000 barbarians rage at once? Well, now you have, and your soldiers quickly rally, ready to meet the storm. And we'll see you next week. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not next week.
Yeah.
Was it 1,000 barbarians or 100 barbarians?
1,000.
1,000. Wow.
800 Gwarians, 100 Cyclops.
Yeah.
100 Cyclops. That's insane.
It's a good looking army.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 200 Betchlanders. And 400 free
200 on each side. You said 400.
That's Free People's Army.
Yeah.
Betchlanders
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah.
200. Yeah.
Right.
And one Gary Busey.
Betches, yeah.
One
You guys
Haynes.
have 2,500.
Just
1,000 barbarians.
Gary Busey's just walking through the middle of this
800
giant battle.
Gwarians, 1,800. 200 Betchlanders, 2,000. 400 Free People's Army, 2,400. 100 Cyclopses, 2,500.
Gotta keep the troops' morale up with my buttered
I spent a lot of
sausages.
time thinking about these numbers.
And?
And for you guys, avoiding battle at all costs. 5. Maggie?
Never forget about Maggie.
All right.